Operations team, it's Stephanie. Thank you for taking a few minutes to watch this baptism training video. If you've ever seen a baptism weekend at Life Church, you know how incredibly powerful and special it is. And as the operations team, we are passionate about celebrating with those who are being baptized. This is the beginning of a brand new chapter in their lives with Jesus at the center, and we want their baptism experience to be a moment that they treasure for years to come. You've heard us say every detail matters because every person matters, and that is why we strive to serve our church family with excellence in all that we do. And that's the purpose of this video, to equip our team for a successful baptism weekend.
Here's what we'll be covering in this video. Volunteering 101, check-in table, hosts, pool safety, and photography. Volunteering 101, the basics. It's imperative that you wear the operations team t-shirt. We want the ops team to be easily recognizable in the lobby. Don't forget that you are representing Life Church, so every time you put on that t-shirt, bring your best smile and customer service. When you arrive, check in with the event coordinator at the baptism check-in table. It's your coordinator's responsibility to get you checked in, print your name tag, and be your point of contact throughout the service. If you need anything or have any questions, your coordinator will be there to guide you and to step in and fill any unexpected gaps in the volunteer structure.
Baptism participants arrive 45 minutes before service begins. Therefore, baptism volunteers must arrive 1 hour before the start of service. This allows us to be fully prepared when our guests arrive.
Check-in. The operations volunteers at the check-in table will be family's first impression of our team. Greet our guests with a smile and help them feel at ease. You will have a list of everyone registered to be baptized at your particular service. Ask for the participant's name, check them off the list, and find their baptism bag, which will be organized alphabetically. Occasionally, we will have spontaneous baptisms, which is anyone who asked to be baptized who was not previously registered. Add their name to the check-in sheet and ensure correct spelling. Ask them to fill out a photo release form and what size t-shirt they would like. Inform your coordinator of our new guest, and they will gather the needed items, including certificate, name tags, towel, and even a pair of shorts. Names highlighted in yellow on the sheet are minors. Names in red are children who have not yet spoken to a Life Kids pastor about baptism. All children, 10 years and younger, must have previously met with a Life Kids pastor to help their parent determine the child's readiness for baptism. When one of these families arrives, let them know that a Life Kids pastor would love to speak with them. Alert your coordinator of their arrival, and he or she will connect the family with the appropriate pastor. Once participants have checked in, introduce them to a baptism host who will be their guide for the rest of the event. Participants will place their baptism bags filled with their belongings on the wire rack located next to the check-in table. After the participants have entered the auditorium to be baptized, it is very important that a check-in volunteer moves the wire rack to the area in front of the restrooms. This allows our guests to easily access their change of clothes without stepping away from the safety of the floor mats.
Check-in team, while your role is largely logistical, don't forget to be warm and welcoming. A heartfelt "I'm so glad you're here" or "congratulations" really does go a long way.
Baptism hosts. The most personal way you can serve those being baptized is by serving as a baptism host. You are there to make our guests feel comfortable during their time with us and to celebrate all that this day means in their walks with Christ. Remember, participants may feel nervous or have questions. During the baptism meeting, the staff shares many details about the experience. Your job is to remember these details for them and be of assistance in any way you can. Ask if you can bring them a beverage or snack. Find out how they came to be at Life Church and their journey to being baptized. Ask them about their next steps, such as joining a life group, serving, or reading a YouVersion Bible plan. While you're in the lobby, you will be serving many families. Float between different participants and check in on them throughout the event. Here are some details you will need to be familiar with. Information about baptism shirts, name tags, and towels. Where to place the white baptism bags containing their belongings. When and where to attend the baptism meeting, as well as when and where to line up to go into the auditorium for the baptism. Your event coordinator can help you answer these questions and more before guests begin to arrive. You will be responsible for your participants' towels and anything else that they will need directly after exiting the baptism pool. Towels should be collected in the lobby, while items like flip-flops or glasses can be collected poolside. Once the baptism has begun, Position yourself next to the exit ladder so you can easily return our guests' personal items. Don't forget to celebrate this amazing moment with them. Once the baptism is concluded, head back out to the check-in table. Your coordinator will provide you with note cards so you can write a personal note of congratulations to our participants. Don't worry about knowing the perfect thing to say. Your coordinator can give you some ideas if you get stuck. Once finished, simply write the guest's first and last name on the envelope so the cards can be addressed and mailed later in the week.
Being a host is all about providing that extra level of personal care. It's such an honor to be a small part of celebrating their new life in Christ.
Pool safety. The pool safety team are the volunteers who stand next to the pool and secure the ladders for participants and staff. The ladders are not anchored to the floor, and we want everyone to have a safe experience, so your job is to hold the ladders steady and ensure everyone faces the ladders at all times during entry and exit. You also serve as our line wranglers. Make sure there are at least 5 participants lined up in the back of the pool before Pastor Craig's video explaining baptism comes to an end. And remember to keep the other participants moving into the pool in a steady stream.
Don't forget to celebrate with our church when participants come up out of the water. Make them feel loved. And a friendly warning, you will get wet on this ride.
Photography. Our volunteer photographers operate as an extension of Life Church Media. Everyone being photographed must sign a waiver granting Life Church permission to take and potentially use their photo. It is important to ensure everyone being photographed has signed this waiver. This information can be determined by connecting with an operations staff member. Feel free to take photos of participants in the lobby, at the photo area, during the pre-service baptism meeting, and of operations team volunteers serving our guests. When the baptism has begun, you will position yourself next to the pool so that the stage is in the background of your photos. Each participant will stand with the pastors for a posed photo before their baptism. Please try to take at least 3 shots of each participant as they are raised from the water. We want to create dynamic photos that capture the celebration and excitement of baptism. We recommend that you take a few test shots next to the pool before the baptism begins. Make sure your shutter speed is fast enough to catch the action and all the settings are right for the auditorium's environment. When the event is concluded, you will receive instructions about how and when to upload your photos to our staff via Dropbox. These photos will be made available to participants, and exceptional photos may be shared with Life Church Media.
For additional information about taking great baptism photos at Life Church, click the link in the description of this video. Operations team, what an incredible difference you're making in our church when you serve. I hope that you learned something from this video and that you are as excited as I am about our upcoming baptism weekend. Thank you for what you do. I'll see you soon, and remember, whoever finds God finds life.